I don't know how come on our PC over here it says that we're not approved. This is the first thing we've ever used.
You might have to do it through the phone.
Yeah. Okay. Do I just? Yeah. Hold on.
There y'all are.
There he is.
Yeah.
Hey.
We just wanted to come. We're trying to work. We're trying to get that so we can see y'all. You know what I mean? Because like this on my phone is just a little hard.
Trying to figure out where we're echoing.
Is it really bad? Echo?
I mean, it's noticeable.
Very noticeable.
I don't hear anything.
You got it? No. Oh. I hear the echo. Oh yeah. I don't.
Hi, Leslie. I am echo free. We're gonna get through it. We're gonna make this happen.
Oh yeah. For sure.
Aquí vamos.
Yes, ma'am. Hey, let's see if my arm don't start hurting from holding it up.
You need a selfie stick.
I do. I can say that.
Those bicep workouts are gonna come in handy tonight.
Well, let's talk Tejano one just dropped out.
The bicep.
I haven't seen those biceps in about 20 years. Probably.
I got a little bit right here.
I wish I had some. Mine done went a long time ago.
I worked on mine today, and I wish they stayed hiding, dude. Because I'm gonna feel it for like 2 weeks.
I told my wife. I said,
when you're drinking, you know.
I told my wife. I said I need to start lifting weights so I can get that stuff back.
Man, you know these days you don't really need weights, man. What the heck was that? Who turned on the Pac-Man?
That wasn't me.
Yeah, it's my phone.
Oh.
I don't know how to turn that off.
You see the echo's gone. Oh no, it's not there. It's barely there. It's barely there.
Delete Salter, so I'm just gonna chill here in my little corner.
All right, there it is. I think I got on my end.
Elite,
how's that?
Can you hear him?
Yeah, sounds good.
That is a cool room back there.
Oh, thanks, guys. It's our studio, our Red Room Recordz studio.
So many buttons.
Yeah,
We're not gonna let George in there, okay? We put oven mitts on his hands.
Thank God for my cousin John Anthony. He's also the saxophone player, and he's the engineer. He's the one that does all the tech work, everything. He's a man behind the scenes.
Wow, looks good back there. I see the Matrix. Are y'all watching a movie?
No,
that's a screen.
That's our wallpaper.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then we have one right here. Then we have one right there.
Dang.
And then we have one over here, but that one's not on. Then we have one.
I know Tejano said, I thought it was a NASA room. Yeah, we thought you were at SpaceX or something, man.
I know. That's what a lot of people tell us whenever they go, good Lord, y'all don't have enough monitors? I said, you ought to see how many speakers we have in here.
Do we want to get started or we want to wait?
No, we can get started because and he can just turn around. My cousin can turn around right here and we can start it up.
All right, let's do it. All right, everybody. Thank you all for joining us. Another edition of Let's Talk Tejano. I am Triple M, Miss Mary. I have with me my co-hosts. I'll let them introduce themselves, and then we'll turn it over to our special guest tonight. Go ahead and lead.
All right, welcome in. Good afternoon. I hope everyone's doing well. Thank y'all for joining us here. We have Greg Ramirez Y Klazz. That's right. So welcome in, and yeah, we just look forward to hearing about you. I know y'all been around for a long time, and but yeah,
Yes,
we want to hear about the past and the present and the future. So welcome in once again.
Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all having me here.
All right, George.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. It's George from Houston, and same thing like Leet said, man. Looking forward to hearing about y'all's history, man. Get us caught up on what y'all got coming up, and man, I've already listened to some of the stuff y'all have out here, man. It's sounding pretty good, so hope to get a little bit more taste of that.
Oh yeah, it's yeah. We'll talk about that because I got some good stuff coming up too. Yeah, some good new material coming out here in about 2 or 3 weeks. I don't want to burn this other solo contigo out too much. You know what I mean? I want to let it do its thing. Let it do its thing, and then when it's finished up, then we can put out that another song that we have.
Oh, so exciting. So exciting. Well, like Elite said, we have tonight with us on Let's Talk Tejano, we have Greg Ramirez Y Klazz. So excited. Where are y'all tuned in from tonight?
Gonzales, Texas.
Gonzales, Texas. And if you don't know where Gonzales is, it's just a little further out from San Antonio. It's just like a little hop, skip away.
Yes, ma'am.
East of San Antonio, right?
We're about an hour and 15.
Yep.
Yeah.
About an hour and 15 from San Antonio. About 2.5 hours from Houston. Yeah.
Historic Gonzales.
It's right in the middle. So it's a good place to be for us because we're right in the middle of everybody. You know, they can all come down and record here and do whatever they need to do, bands from, out of town and stuff. So that's the best thing about it that I like.
You're going to get set up right there. I see him working.
Yep.
Yeah, he is.
Hi.
Welcome in, DJ Big E with Trill Latino. Welcome in, brother.
Been helping out, Greg. Hello, Lauda. Welcome, everybody. We want to thank you in advance for the gifts, the taps, the likes, the shares. Please tell a friend that we're live right now with Greg Ramirez and Klazz in Red Room Records. We're so excited. Finally got to get them in our schedule, and we're excited. What's up, Big E? Big salutes went out to Austin, Houston, Dallas. We got Colorado in here, Eagle Pass, El Paso, Austin, San Antonio. Who did I miss? Who else is out there? Fort Worth. Big shout outs while we get their camera layout here. Rio Grande Valley, yes, the RGB in effect.
I've either had too much coffee. You guys are sideways. Which one is
it? A little bit.
Welcome in, Jessica.
Like this. Let me see if I can change the layout.
Are we good? Are we sideways?
Yeah, you're sideways.
You're sideways, yeah.
Sideways, tripping.
Turn it to that way. There you go.
There it is. There it is.
Yeah.
There we go.
We're trying to make this thing work.
We got it. It's okay. We're a work in progress.
Let's see ya.
Wow. I tried banging it on the wall too. It don't work, man. So don't.
George, what are you doing over there, George? All right. We're good?
All right. Hold on. I'm going to try one more thing and then that's it.
You're fine. Take your time. Talk amongst yourselves. Hello, Cowboy Yaya. Thank you for the gifts, the taps, the likes, the shares. Thank you, John Abel. We got Terry in here, my mom. Des Rocks. Big saludos.
Got my cup too.
But mine has
All right. Sorry. Now we're ready to rock.
All right. I'm down.
Okay.
Well, again, welcome. If you want to introduce yourselves to us and to all our viewers here.
Yes. My name is Greg Ramirez from Greg Ramirez Y Klazz, also from Red Room Records.
John Vega.
also from Red Room Records.
You guys are like the masterminds back there, working hard on all the music.
He is. He Anthony does everything. He tries, but he says he tries. He's real humble about it.
I got a question for y'all. I guess we could kind of break the ice a little bit with this, but how much time, years takes to master all those buttons and screens? And I'm running a laptop, an iPad, a Nintendo, and a TV, and I'm confused as you know what. And you guys have a whole setup back there. I mean, how much time does that take?
Well, I've been in IT for over 30 years, so I'm pretty adjusted to it. It didn't happen overnight, but it did take a few years to get everything kind of figured out and be comfortable with it. But as of right now, just current updates and following with when people come in and tracking and everything. We try to get songs out within a couple of weeks for everyone. It just depends, but as far as getting really comfortable with this, a year, 2 years.
Wow. I see you got a hammer in your hand. Were you about hitting your limit too? Yes. When in doubt, grab the hammer.
Selfie stick.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a hammer. I was like, man, I was there last week, man. I know how you're feeling.
But it only let you go sideways, right? It didn't let you turn it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, it's not y'all. We just couldn't get that thing to go. So.
Like I said, for some reason, we normally do interviews on the system. Don't really have any issues, but we've never done a TikTok interview before. And it just gave us, it had to be approved or something. So I think that's what they're going through on our end.
They're probably going to approve you right after the interview and be like, you're done, you're ready to go.
Yeah.
Well, we will try to make it a good experience for you, and I'm glad you brought up the point of you working with other individuals and songs and so forth when you started talking about the equipment and everything you do back there. And I'm, of course, the history of from probably going from analog to digital and everything you have to learn. But it's a great setup. It looks great, and it is the Red Room Studio. And I'm just happy that we get to highlight you two as well as talk about the rest of the band, because that is correct. Y'all take care of a lot of other bands. Is that correct? So y'all do studio time and production for other bands, correct?
Yes, sir, for sure.
Here to make sure they come first.
Yeah, we always do. And here lately we've been pretty busy. Just with bands coming in, recording. Some of them wanting to do their album here. Some of them want me to produce their whole album. And hey, I don't have a problem with that. You know what I mean? It's fun. That's what we're in here for. That's what we do. That's what we love.
Well, good to hear. And of course, like I said, now we get to highlight you, and I think y'all are well deserving of it. So give us a little history of Grupo Klazz, and what is the correct pronunciation? Is it Klazz, Glass?
For
and where did that come
I
from?
know. However you can say it, brother.
Yeah.
Hey, brother. You know what? That question's been around for a long, long time.
But you know what?
Yeah.
It keeps people talking about you. But it keeps people talking about you, right?
Oh.
How to say it?
Yeah. You know what it is? It's the Spanish people say Klazz,
Right.
and our Anglo friends say Klazz.
Okay.
Yeah. So it really doesn't make a difference. We're both Klazz, Grupo Klazz, or Klazz. Yeah.
Where did that originate from? What's the story behind that?
Let me tell you the story. I'm gonna be on for a little bit telling you, because it's I don't want to cut any corners on there, right? So back in 1982, right? We all of our friends and stuff in our family got together, and we wanted to make a band. I was 12 years old at that time. we all wanted to make a band and stuff, and so we all got together. There was a one older man. His name was Kenny Luna, real good artist. He's been around the music scene for a long time. But he's the one that got us together to say, "If you want to do something, let me show you the ropes," right? And so he did. He did. At first, we were young kids. We just wanted to play. We just wanted to be these rock stars, right? And so, but before all that happened, it was like he said, "Okay, so you know what y'all gonna have to do? Y'all need to come up with a name." Like that, and I was like, "Oh yeah, the name, right?" And so we all got together. I'm gonna tell you that it was one heck of a time figuring out what we were gonna be called. So we debated with a whole bunch of names there. It took weeks. I'm gonna tell you, it really did. It took weeks. We didn't like one name. We didn't like the other one. Everybody but one person liked the other name. I was like, oh my God. Okay, so it's like, okay, let's settle on a name, and that's it. It's gonna be that. So our drummer and my cousin David, they both got together, and they said, you know what, let's just we used to like Maz a lot, and I'm not saying we don't like him right now, but I'm saying back then, when it was really hot, so we were like, okay, Maz, why don't we be called Klazz? They say they're like that, and be like, and I told them, what does that mean, dude? What do you mean, Klazz? What is that?
Yeah.
But and then they broke it down for me. They go, like if a band has class, right? If a band is classy, but let's kind of Mexicanize it a little bit, put Klazz in there with two Z's like that. And I was like, wow, yeah, okay, let's just do it. So that's how that name started right there. On that for us.
That kind of settled that debate on how to pronounce it.
Well, it kind of was the Tejano theme, right? Like Tejanos like to make their own words up. So
yeah,
you guys kind of just made your own word up. I mean, Tejanos, we have our own Spanish, we have our own English, we mix them together, and that's what y'all did right there.
Yes, ma'am.
Nice.
Yes, ma'am.
And
we try to,
and that takes it back to what you said, 82 again? Is that what you said, 82?
That was back in 82. We didn't start up until 84 because we practiced for about 2 years before we came out.
So that put you around 14 years of age. Now, was there a influence, because most kids, whether there's cars or something, but why music? What was it that inspired y'all for music?
La Mafia.
Okay.
Yeah. We were just, we were
hear their tones in I can hear the influence.
Yes.
It's stuck with us for some reason. Doing it that young and just playing nothing but Mafia when we were young, like that. It's been a toll that we can't separate from, if you know what I mean. So yeah, it was tough. It's tough. And a lot of our music is influenced by it, and then later on in the years, we started, listening to a lot of Excelencia too and stuff, and so our singer back then was a real mafia freak, right? So that was Leroy Camarillo from Magnifico Siete, so he was our lead singer for 20 years or something like that, and so. It was cool though, we had a good time. We had a good run, back then we used to record for, we started off recording for Manny Guerra. That's who it was. And then he took us on. We had a year contract with him, and we started doing our thing with him. And it was fun. He taught us a lot. Right after that, then we got in with Hacienda, right? We got in with Hacienda after that. And she kept us on for a while. It was good. And I say she because the show has it right now, but it was the dad. I can't remember the dad's name, but he had us for a long time there. And I say long time, but about 2 years, 3 years. And then after that, we got picked up by a record company out of Mexico, Balboa Records. That's where our that's the album that did pretty good for us there. That one got us a lot of airplay, got us going. Even hit number one on some of the charts and stuff back then. It was good. I mean, we stayed with them for about a year and a half 2 years until we just decided that we were going to just stay independent after that.
Yeah.
Back then, being independent, you had to work your butt off because if you didn't have nobody backing you, had to spend a lot of money, especially on recordings and stuff like that, because you didn't have nobody to do it, to help you or whatever. So we did. We played a lot. We played. My dad, bless his heart, so when he was alive, he was our manager, and he booked us all the time. We were in junior high, 8th grade, I remember, and we were barely, just being able to handle the whole weekend because we had to go to school Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, right? Yeah. And so right when Friday came after school, we had to hurry up and let's go. We're leaving. Wow. Let's go. We got to go play over here in Carrizo Springs or something. We didn't start till 9 o'clock, so it was like, ooh, we're barely gonna make it. So sometimes it would get us out of school early and stuff like that. Now, when we got to high school, that was a different story because we all had vehicles and stuff, and but sometimes we wouldn't even show up to school. Yeah.
Kind of giving off a Hispanic Jackson vibe here, Jackson 5 vibe. I mean,
it was pretty cool back then. I'm going to tell you a story real quick about my long hair. Now it's short hair. When I was younger, I had real long hair, of course, and I was a senior in high school at that time. Like here's a picture.
A ver. Look at them locks. Look at them locks.
Wow. 80s, totally 90s right there.
Total 80s right there.
Yes.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's good memories. You know what I mean? It's good memories. But the story goes, I was how do you call it? Like dodging my principal all year long because my hair was long. Over the summer I had just real long. And so I was dodging the principal. And so I think it was 2 weeks before Christmas. No, 2 weeks before Christmas break. It was 2 weeks before Christmas break. And then he called me to his office and he said, I need for you to take off your jacket and I need you to turn around. And I said, oh, shoot, here we go. I said, it's going to be good. So I took it off. I took off my jacket. Because I would always wear a jacket just so I could hide my hair, right? And so I took off my jacket and I was like, pretty long, sir. He said, oh my God, it is long. He told me just like that. I was like, ooh. A little bit got scared because, as a principal, you get, oh no, right. And it's like, yeah. I said, yes, sir, it's long. He goes, well, I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to give you an ultimatum right here. And I was like, oh Lord, here we go. He said, I'm going to give you 2 weeks. Cut it or don't come back. That's what he told me. Now, mind you, at this time, I only have 4 more months of graduation. You know what I mean? Because well, no, it wasn't 4 months. It was whatever, from December to, yeah, it was somewhere around there. Anyway, man, I tell you what. So those 2 weeks, you know what? I said, I'm going to leave my hair out and I'm going to just let it go. Like that. So I was the only one walking down the halls with long hair like that. Back then in the 80s, man. And so, yeah, the 2 weeks came up and he told me, he said, well, I see you have made your decision already, right? And I said, yes, sir, I did. I made my decision. He goes, well, then I don't want to see you back on this campus ever again. Oh, no. I said, okay, sir, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Because I wasn't a bad kid or nothing like that. Hey, I just wanted to sport my long hair, right? But the thing is, now knowing, right, being older, that hair would have grew back. All I had to do was just cut it, right? Yeah. That was it. Wow. I don't know. He wanted to be a rebel. He was being a rebel, right? I was being a rebel. I was like, no. And then so my mom was the one that was really, really like mad about it, right? She was like so mad about it. But my dad, since he was our manager, he said, yeah, my son, that's fine. My son has an image to uphold. He ain't gonna be doing all that stuff, put up. Yeah. And I was like, oh man, I was like, cool, man. My dad's so cool, And so I quit 4 months before graduation. Turned out
you got to stand for something, or you'll fall for anything, right? Como dicen.
That's right.
And at the same time too, if you look back, a true educator really shouldn't have given you that ultimatum. at the same time because, regardless, they would want you to get your education. But I guess that makes a story to tell, right?
Well, definitely, it was
That made
different
the
days
story.
back then. Different generation.
It was different.
I probably would have
It was
taken a sock full of dimes and met him out back, but it's just me.
Man, all I know is I took off in my red. I had like a red IROC Z. I took
nice,
off.
man, dude.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
You were a
Yeah,
rebel.
my dad.
You were a rebel.
My dad, put on mijo, my dad. Yeah.
He
Yeah.
was just egging
But
you on. He's like, whatever my son wants to do.
Yeah.
Long hair with the IROC Z and a Tejano band. Man, what else could you have wanted at that age,
Right?
man?
Yeah, it ended up being that the other two members, my cousin David, he got a Camaro as well. And then the bass player we had, Sam Melcher, he had a Z28 though. Man, we would go down those roads looking like race cars just going down fast.
With the lightning. Wow.
Those were
That's
the good
awesome.
old days.
The good old days.
Yes, sir.
And I'm telling you.
Yes, sir.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. So the history is definitely there all the way back to the 80s. What has been the glue that has just kept y'all together?
I'm going to tell you that it's more about treating each other like family. And I know that sometimes families, they don't get along, they don't feel separate or whatever. But I don't know. It's this type of older culture that we have. You know what I mean? That really binds us together and just makes us stay who we are and be humble about it as well.
Right.
We never try to toot our horns about what we do or what we could do or what we've done or whatever like that. Only if the question is asked. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then you'll know. But we're not that type of people. We're pretty humble people, and that's why I believe a lot of artists come here because they get the same respect. They get treated like if we've known them for years. I might have just met you today, but I'm gonna treat you like I've known you forever. And that's just the way we are here.
It's those molos, like your morals, your mannerisms and everything. Like it just means that you were brought up with respect and with a lot of good morals and standards. Like your parents, taught you the right way. But I think it's I don't want to say it's a Texas thing. It's a culture. It's our culture to to have respect and I know it's times have changed a little bit, but. It says a lot about your character that y'all still are together, that y'all have been together for this many years. I mean, ups and downs, you guys have been together. That's amazing.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And so in that whole journey, we took about a 10-year break, and it was from 97 to the 10 years from there. You know what I mean? 07. Yeah, we did. We did. We got burned out from the road a lot. We just did. I know we both missed a bunch of family events, a bunch of birthdays, but that's the way it is. Querían ser músico. That's what happens, right?
La vida del músico, que sí.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. And so, I really wanted to be home with my family. I really did. I had missed them a lot. And I had promised my wife, that I wasn't going to do that to the other two, because it was only going to be fair. It wasn't fair for the first one, for the oldest girl, but she understood. She forgave me for that. You know what I mean? But the other two, they're different. You know what I mean? Because I've been with them. But they said, Dad, you do what you need to do. You spend a lot of time with us already and stuff. You do what you need to do now. I said, oh, now y'all tell me that ya que estoy viejito, but let's just try it again.
Well, you still got pep in your step, man. So definitely squeeze every ounce out of it.
Yes.
I'm gonna try to do it. Like I told my cousin, I said, I can't wait for nobody. You know what I mean? I'm not waiting for nobody. We're heading forward, and that's all we're gonna do. Keep on trucking. I said, we can't. We just can't. We don't have the time, first of all, and we just want to just keep growing in our business. We want to keep growing as a band. We want to keep showing people our music and hope they like it. You know what I mean? And that's it. And we just want to go out there and we want to perform for people to show them what we have, and to show them and just show them the love. That's it. Be entertainers. There's a lot of times where I say, you got to go out there. If you're gonna go play, well, you're getting paid to entertain. You're not getting paid just to stand up there and not do nothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's probably old school talk. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna bring that back on my side. You know what I mean? For us, and I don't care if people like it or not. But I'm gonna go up there and we're gonna dance. We're gonna do our thing. We're gonna put showmanship. Those people pay to come and see you. Well, they're gonna get their pain.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. So
Tell us about your latest then. Speaking of music, tell us about your latest hit. What's the name of it? And anything in detail about it?
Yes, sir. Well, it's called Solo Contigo, and that's the one that's doing pretty good right now. It was written by Norma Gonzalez. She was the lyricist on it. Of course, sang by Jimmy Isaias from La Soledad. So he's gonna be doing all our rest of our tracks and plus singing with us as well. We have Adolf Alonso from Ex Mafia member that lays down all the stuff here for me and stuff on all our tracks and stuff. He's on there as well. Ignacio Puentes is on there as well as the guitar player. Of course, John Anthony Vega is on the sax. I'm on keys. And then, who else am I missing? Oh, Drew Rodriguez from Magnifico Siete, the drummer. He lays down on those tracks as well.
I have that queued up, and it is an amazing song. I like it. It's almost the balance of the old school and just a little bit of the new school. And I love what y'all did with it. So if you don't mind, I'd like to play a little bit of it and let the listeners hear it. Very nice. Yes, like Tighten Up said, it's that old school sound to it. Love the keys, love the teclado, love the saxophone. I played saxophone in high school, so anything with saxophone I love. So sounds very good. Good.
You're down with that. Yeah.
It has such a unique sound. Like Elite said, a little bit of the old school. You definitely hear that La Mafia feel, but it has that I want to say modernization, right? It's modernized a little bit to where we still know it's a new song. So it has a really good beat. I really when I first heard it, I was like, oh yeah, this is a jam right here. Yeah. You say you have
I appreciate that so much.
What's that?
No, I said thank y'all so much. I appreciate that. Good feedback from that. And and that's what we try to do. that's just the style we have, and I mean, when I produce our stuff, that's the feel that I give out, for our songs. So like if you hear all our songs, we'll have a little bit of that old school sounding in there, and then we try to modernize it as much as possible, But I don't want to take it out of two
No,
contents on that. You know what I mean? But
you're still getting that, like, I don't want to keep generating, like, we have generations that are listening to music. You're still bringing in that old school generation that likes the old school sound, but you're also making it more like where I can connect with the song, like, at someone at a younger age. So I feel like you've kind of touched both worlds.
I try. We do. We both try. It's difficult, but we try, and we love doing that. We love doing it. We like making the connectivity, on that.
Well, you touched on it earlier, and wanted to ask you this. You mentioned that being independent is a hard hustle, man. I mean, you get out of it what you put into it. Do you think social media has helped out with that with you guys? Starting the label and then using social media to an advantage. I mean, because it's almost like being independent on your own still, even with
yes, of course. Yeah, yep. And so we've had Red Room Records for 5 years. This is our 6th year already, and just now we're getting super busy like that. But yes, social media has done wonders for this record label, and it's done wonders for our band too. I mean, like promoting it out there, putting it out there as much as you can until people say, "Oh, estas canción otra vez," But it's okay because it's already getting embedded, and that's what I like to do.
I mean, you get that extra push. I mean, just like right now, you got feedback on your music right now. People down here in the comments loved it. You get that instant feedback, dude. It could be good, could be bad. You never know, but it's feedback is feedback. Obviously,
all feedback is good. All feedback is good.
It's kind of a lot different than opening the papers and reading the editorials or something, waiting for a review. You got instant review here on TikTok or any social media for that matter.
Yes, sir. That's what I like.
And it gives the Tejano music in the fingertips. We have it at our fingertips now. Anything you want to hear, it's available to us. So it has its pros, it has its cons, but social media is here to stay and it's not going anywhere. So we have to use it to our advantage. Really quickly, Laura says hello, Greg. Big solos going out to Ruby Ann. Hello, Ruby Ann. And everyone that's in here with us, giving us gifts, tabs, likes, and shares. We really appreciate you joining us tonight with Greg Ramirez Y Klazz, however you want to say it, your own way, from Red Room Records, all the way in Gonzales, Texas. So we are learning a little bit about their history and what they're currently working on. But I want to thank everybody that's taken the time to hang out with us and learn about Greg Ramirez Y Klazz, along with Red Room Records. So you say you work with other artists as well, not to stray away from what y'all are doing, but you do help other artists. So you do work with other artists independently, I'm assuming, and they come in, work with you, you record their, tell us a little bit about the process. Like, if I'm an artist and I want to sing one day, I want to go to you, what are we going to do? Tell me the process.
It kind of depends on what you want to do, as far as, do you just want to come in and sing a cappella, or do you want to come in through a group? If you have a song and you want it created, that's where Greg comes in. He's going to be there no matter what. But we have the ability to bring studio musicians in that could create that track for you if you're looking for that perfect sound. But you can always bring your own guys in too. We don't have any problem with that. Basically, we come in. We sit down, we take it in layers, and we set up the whole track. And when you leave, we give you a rough, and we finish it out. We mix it, we master it, and it's all yours. We don't keep anything. It's 100% yours. We just tell you, here's your final take, and you can do what you want with it. Keep it, set it up on TuneCore, DistroKid, whatever you're going to do with it, and the way you want, the way you want without any restrictions. So nowadays with digital being anyone can be their own, take it kind of label, but depending on how much, I hate to say clout, but it kind of comes down to that sometimes, or how much, I guess, how much headroom you've made in the industry might help get it played on some stations, or might help it get heard a little better than others. But we always try to do what's best for anyone. So if we have a musician come in, they want to record, we'll do our best to point them in the right direction. But once again, that song is theirs. It's always going to stay theirs. We don't want, we don't want any part of keeping that music. People work really hard to write and create, and we want to make sure that they're the ones that are going to get the recognition and compensation for that piece of work.
Wow, that's a lot of perks to have people come knocking on your door there. Is that traditional? How should I put it? Is that something a record would traditionally do? A record label, for that matter? Is it something they would traditionally do? Or
No. We've seen it. We haven't seen it that way. That's why we're doing it this way. But we've seen it done the other way, and and it's just like, well, we don't want to do it that way. We want to do it this way. I think we'll help the artist more,
Right.
and save money for the artist more, as in their pockets. So you'll get the quality out there for sure, because we have quality stuff, and that's what we do. We put out good quality of music out there. But that's how we work our end of it, and some people may like it, and some people may not, but it doesn't matter, because we're going to keep on doing it this way. Helping the artist. That's our main concern.
That was kind of our whole focus creating this label. We had seen it done the other way, where, and by that I mean, it's the label would basically say, okay, sign this whatever year or month contract, and anything you create under that term is the label's, not yours. Yeah. So we just got tired of seeing that type of business.
And we know that they're in there they're in there for the money, and that's okay. I mean, I'm not saying that's all they're in it for, but it's a business. It's a business. They got to make money, right? I mean, that's how you're supposed to do it. We have other jobs as well. I mean, we just don't do this, of course. So it's not so much about the money for us. It's more about helping the artist, and that's it. And getting ourselves out there. Getting heard. Knowing what kind of vibe we have here to help the artist. It just makes it more convenient for the artist to create here, when they know that they're not struggling to, oh my God, how am I going to pay for this?
We also don't
kind
do
of stuff,
We have a set rate, and that gets you unlimited. Well, I say unlimited. There is a certain amount of time, but it's basically as much time as you need to get that song done. So if you have to come back 2, 3, 4 times, relay tracks, or get your vocals right, or we're going to let you do that. We're not going to put you up against the clock and say, okay, you got 2 hours, let's get it done. It's just, we don't like that mentality or that type of stress. I mean, you have enough stress coming in here and creating and trying to make sure you do it right. Yeah. So it's hard enough.
That's really awesome. Like that you all are doing it for the love of music. Truly, you're doing it for the love of music. You're not looking at the bottom line. Of course, money matters, because we got to pay bills and we got to get things done. But
everybody has
right. But you're not out here saying, I'm going to make money off of all these artists that want to come work with me. And that's just I love learning about how, like, the other side, the production side, because we as fans, we don't get to see that. We don't get to know what an artist goes through unless you worked on this side of the music. We don't get to know what it's like to lay down a track and the time. Like, I know that there is, like, well, it's like $100 an hour. So let's hurry up and record this and be done with it because I don't want to spend more than $5,000 or something. That's a lot of money, and you're not being your true unique self. So I know that like Ruby Ann's in here. She's worked recording stuff. So I think it's great for everyone to hear how Red Room Records does that.
Yeah, and like I said, that's just the way we do it. We don't have the, I mean, please don't. I don't want anybody to think, well, they think they're doing it right because no, that's just the way we do it. We choose to do it that way, and that's all to it.
And it might be the right way or the wrong way. But
I don't know.
Just the way
it don't matter to me as long as we help people.
Yeah,
that's it. With your history and as long as y'all been in the business, y'all are obviously doing something right. So, right or wrong, hey, just continue doing what you're doing, and I'm sure the artists that you're helping and that you work with are very privileged to have you guys. So it's good to hear. It's good to hear.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Oh, then let me answer that other question. We have we produced a song just not too long ago for Roger V as well. That song just should have came out in Enamorado de Ti. Yeah, that's a real good song. We produced it here.
And it has a similar sound.
Yeah, it has a little similar sound, a little bit. I mean, you can tell a little bit in there, but it's a real good song. We also produce for some of our other artists that we have. I just finished producing a song for Alize Nino as well. I did that one. That one song. That song is called Lloro. Should be coming out in about 3 weeks, and for her on that part. So yeah, I mean, that's what we do. They give us a call and sure I can. Yeah, I'll tell. They ask me. They go, can you produce a song for me? Of course. Why not? Yeah. Just my pleasure. It's my pleasure to do it. So.
That's awesome. Go ahead, Elite. Sorry.
No, that's great. It's just good to hear, and good to hear the ethics that y'all have and the business that y'all are running. And, once again, keeping Tejano music going and el estilo. And good to hear, man. Good for you guys.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
It's great learning, like I said, this side of the entertainment business, the side that we don't get to see, because we get to see artists come out, look all pretty, sound amazing on their records, but we don't get to see the other side of it, all the work that you all do to make them sound great and help them establish their sound and especially work with new artists because you're kind of expanding and helping the Tejano culture and the Tejano industry in your own unique little way. Like an artist may not be able to go to another place and record their music, but you're giving that to them.
Yeah, most definitely, and that's why we say, I tell everybody kind of we're a stepping stone, right? We're the stepping stone. And that's what I like to tell everybody because there's nothing to hide. You know what I mean? We're a stepping stone. But those artists that we have under our belt right now that are signed under us, if they ever encounter a big record label to come and pick them up, do it. It's great.
Yeah,
that's what we're here for, to make you grow. Yeah.
Yeah, Ruby Ann, we had her last week. Sorry, she said thank you for being humble producers.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you.
She's very talented. Y'all should follow Ruby Ann if you're not already following her. Very talented. We had her last week, so we had a great time with her. But she recognized that right away from how you're explaining your process. So kudos.
It's much appreciated. Thank y'all so much.
So, obviously y'all been in the game a long time. Y'all seen it evolve. Y'all been part of that process as well. What do you think the evolution of the part of the evolution we're in now with Tejano music? Obviously, you guys are in the mix of it with the recording studio and all that, having new artists, and y'all get firsthand look at these artists. What's the feel? What's the feel y'all get for it?
I believe that what we see is the talent level. It's at a much younger age. It has exceeded as far as talent is concerned. Now, I'm not saying it's never been there. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is that more of it is now out. We get a lot of calls of these young kids coming up, and they come over here, and I like when little kids just come over here and then they start hey, can I show you something on the boards and stuff? And they show me. I'm like, whoa, you know what I mean? I didn't learn that until I was like 20 something years old. And it's crazy because it is. I mean, they do a lot. They're learning more and better a lot younger. If that makes any sense,
It definitely does. And then our schools are catering to that type of music as well. They have conjunto bands, they have accordions, the bajos, and I think that's amazing. And I think it says a lot about where our youth are heading in that direction. Ruby Ann, they are in Gonzales, Texas. She asked where y'all are located, so.
Gonzales, Texas.
Gonzales, Texas. Yeah.
8,000 people.
Kind of touching base on what you guys, what you just described, what y'all do over there. I mean, going through your information here, y'all help out artists with their cover song licenses, copyright registration, digital platform distribution. You guys do it all, man. Y'all are a one-stop resource for new artists.
Yes, sir.
We try to be.
We try to be. We try to be all in house. That way you don't have to go looking for that, because sometimes it's hard trying to find the right price, trying to find the right person. You get somebody and they just kind of don't do a good job for you, and then you're like, oh man, you lost out on money. So we just try to do everything here. It's more convenient. It's just more convenient for the artists. They don't have to go stumbling around looking for it. We do that here. My cousin Anthony, he takes care of a lot of the cover art photos, the artwork stuff, and just, man, he's the one that does that kind of stuff. If you want music, it's me. If you want digital stuff, it's him.
You guys make a great tag team then.
Absolutely. So y'all cut through all the red tape at Red Room, huh?
That's right.
I get what you did there.
I try. It's weird what little caffeine will do to me.
I always tell everybody, there's no loopholes here. You gonna get what you gonna get. That's it. We're straight up people. You know what I mean? That's it. There's no loopholes.
That's awesome, man. I was like, wow, man, you guys wear a lot of hats around there, and then y'all still find time to make y'all's own music, and obviously, shout out the jams that we're listening to here a while ago, man.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Yeah, Anthony stays in the studio pretty late, and then after he leaves, I stay in here every day, right? Every night till about, I don't know, maybe 2:00 in the morning or so. I try to limit it because I want to be with my family, for a little while. And, my wife wants to, hey, watch some movies or something, But, I try to limit some of that stuff. But it's hard because we have a lot of projects going on, and I have to stay on top of it. That's one thing I really know for sure, that when an artist comes and asks me to produce something for him or her, I will definitely stay on top of it and not rest until it's done. And, and that's just me being that way. I don't like to see anybody be like, oh man, it's not out yet. It's not out yet. You're not done yet. You're not done yet. Yeah, I just don't, because I wouldn't like that to be done to me. So I see it that way, I do to others unto, or how's that verse? I'm sorry, I'm not a Bible person.
Do to others what you would want done to you.
Don't get me wrong with that. I love God. You know what I mean? I love God, but I haven't read the Bible in a long time.
Oh, Lord. So this is from Coney Vega. Hello, Coney Vega. There is a question here from the audience. Are y'all's families included, involved in every part of this, or is it just like you two working together?
It's just me. It's really just me and Anthony. Our wives support us to the T. We wouldn't be able to do this if our wives didn't support us, because we're family. We're family men. That's the whole thing about it. They support us to anything that we need to do. They tell us to go ahead. Hey, go do what you need to go do. We don't get no lag. And so, yeah, it's just me and Anthony. We do our thing, and and we try to get everything situated. But yeah, if it wasn't from our wives, we probably wouldn't be sitting right here talking to y'all.
Well, yeah, I could attest to that too.
Absolutely.
Even though they lock me out the house every now and then, but
man, I tell you what. Yeah, hey, I got to give it to our wives, because we back in the 80s and stuff like that, it's just, we were out all the time. We were just out. We were away from home. And they still stayed with us, and they still, supported us and stuff. So that's what I like. Now we're going to do it again, viejitos, but we're going to do it again.
Have at it, man.
I love it.
I was about to ask, y'all do all that in the studio. Man, shows, live events. Y'all guys out there? Y'all getting back out there? Y'all getting back in the mix?
We're gonna start. Our start date is probably late August, early September. Then we're gonna try. We're gonna try to get everything. It's because, like I tell you, I don't want to just get together and rehearse, and then it's just like, okay, we rehearsed 2 times or 3 times, and then that's it. We're ready to go. My cousin says I'm too much of a perfectionist, but I am. Everything has to be just right. I don't feel the time like right now to go out. You know what I mean? It's not time yet. I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's kind of a musician thing, right? Once you feel it, it's time to go out. So that's what I'm saying. It's probably going to be in end of August, early September that we actually start going out there and jamming.
Well, it's your craft, and you want your craft perfected. I mean,
Exactly.
that's your name. You don't want to go out there and not be ready.
Negative. I know that's right.
It wastes a lot of time.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead, Elite.
Yeah, that's
no,
right.
No, I was just saying it's attention to detail. There's nothing wrong with that. And, just like Mary said, it's your craft. You represent and you want to be the best. So with that being said, and the new track that's out, which we got to hear a little bit earlier, which is great, has a great beat, it just moves you, kind of that old estilo. What are we looking for in the future? Any more tracks? Is it an album? And like you mentioned, of course, getting out maybe in August. What does the future hold?
Our future holds our next album. Our next single will be released in 2 weeks. It's going to be called Esta Pasión.
Okay.
And that one was recorded, man, a long, long time ago. It's an original song I wrote. Jimmy Isas, he helped me modernize it as far as lyrics is concerned. Because back then, and I'm not saying everybody, but I know when we used to put out some stuff, it was like real short versed and real like just to the point stuff. And it was and if you would read that right now, it probably wouldn't even make sense. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like, what are y'all doing? But no, he helped me put more words in there. He put more words. So me and him are going as co-writer on it. But yeah, it's an older one of our older tracks. It did real good for us back then, but it's called Esta Pasión. And it has a real good Tejano vibe to it for sure. Anthony's playing the horns on there, and it's like he really tears it up on that song. I wish I could give you a sneak peek of it. I wish I could.
You can't. Who said you can't?
Well, I'm about to say nobody's holding you back,
right?
Unless your cousin is.
Yeah, he's gonna be no. But you know what? But I'm gonna promise you something, and I don't go back on my promises. Right when we release the song on that release date that we have for it, I'll make sure that y'all get it first.
Please do so.
Oh man, thanks, man.
Yeah.
Maybe we could plan something, man, and have you back on and have y'all, debut it here,
Yeah.
Yes.
We can do that. Or, of course, Mary and I are both part of Sirius Tejano. And, of course, we can always debut it on our show. I have a show Tuesdays and Thursdays, and Mary's has the weekends. So we'll see. We'll kind of see what day it falls on. And hopefully it falls, on a Tuesday or a Thursday.
Or a Saturday and a Sunday.
Or a Saturday and Sunday for mi amiga. But we'll definitely look forward to it in the next 2 weeks or 3 weeks at that. But yeah.
Saturday
we'll
or
make
Sunday,
sure you keep your word.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Actually, Jimmy's coming to the studio to record his vocals on it next week, and he'll be here on Friday of next week on the 11th to record vocals on it. So right when he gets done with them vocals, man, then it's this man's job right here. He's gonna make it sound, and then it's gonna be time to put it out. So.
All right. Well, don't
He's
forget
gonna be my best friend.
Yeah. But as of right now, Solo Contigo, please check that one out. It is on all social media platforms. Make sure you support, like mi amiga says. Go out, get it, buy it, purchase it, like it. If you find it on the social media platform, like it, leave a comment. That's what does it. That's what makes it. And, that's the best way you can support. And as I mentioned, with us being on Sirius Tejano, we'll make sure that is in our playlist as well.
Yeah, thank you.
You have videos on YouTube as well, right?
Yes, actually, we just released our Solo Contigo video, and so that's out there as well.
I was looking for it. I couldn't find it. Let me go back.
I didn't send it to you, Miss Mary. I thought I had sent it to you.
You sent me, but it just has the album cover. Is that the one?
Oh no!
Yeah.
It starts off with the album cover. Yeah, but it should be the video.
We'll send you the link.
Well, Anthony can send you the link.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll look for that.
Well, Mary's looking for that video. Let me do a little.
Yeah, it's on
real
YouTube.
quick.
It's on YouTube. It's called Solo Contigo video.
Well, actually, you know what? Oh no, never mind. I thought I saw something on your website. No, I'm sorry. I was looking at something else. I was looking at the promotion.
Yeah, the link you sent me
I don't think
is just the album cover. I'm
Okay.
watching it on my phone, and I tried it on YouTube as well.
Hold on,
Wait,
he's
no,
gonna
I
send it
found
to you.
it. I found it. Hold
You
on.
found it?
Yeah. Let me see if I can. Hold on.
Sometimes I'm loud. Y'all tell me if I'm talking too loud.
I don't know
That's
if
that
I'm gonna be
coaching
able
coming
to share it. Hold on, let me see.
You says the coaching coming out of you?
Yeah, I've been a teacher and a coach for like 15 years or something like that. I don't know.
Oh man, I coached my son's little league and my oldest son's soccer league since they were small. They're big now, and man, from the spring through the summer, I didn't have a voice, man. I had a whistle, but I didn't have a voice, man.
Nah. Yeah, I know. I do. I'm not doing that now. I've been out for coaching for like 2 years, but I was at the high school at the here in Gonzales High School, the head soccer coach for the high school here,
Is this it?
and that was pretty cool. Yes, that's it.
Let me see if I can make myself bigger. Hold on.
Well,
That's it
Mary
right
is gonna try to plug in that video. Let me go ahead and recognize everybody that's down there with the comments, likes, tap, shares. Appreciate y'all.
Míralo.
Oh, there they are.
Nice, very nice.
You get down on the sax.
Yeah.
He's jamming.
That's awesome. Now, will y'all also be doing a video for the new release in 2 to 3 weeks?
Yes, sir.
All
Yes, sir.
right.
We most definitely are.
Good.
Yep.
Good. Well, that's good to hear. I'm glad that y'all are doing the videos.
It helps out a lot.
It does.
We're gonna be trying to do that for every single that comes out.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, she found it.
Did y'all film that there in Gonzales?
Yes, we did. I tell everybody that the storyline was supposed to be a little different. Me and Anthony had been talking about that video being an actual, start off with little kids. What is a short story? Like a short story type thing, I was real unorganized about it, so I didn't get my people all in time to do that. And so I told Aura Ceballos is the one that did that recording, the video. And I told her, I said, let's just do it. Let's just shoot this as a band thing, all that, because I couldn't get it together. It's hard. It's harder. It's kind of.
Okay,
Yeah, it's
so
pretty cool.
your sax player, was he with Loca Pasión?
Yes.
Okay, I was like, he looks so familiar.
Oh yeah, the tall
Michael
guy.
Ramos,
He's like 6'4".
Yeah, he's a tall dude, man.
he's tall. Yeah. And then Anthony's tall too. But Michael's a little bit taller than Anthony. and then whenever I stand next to them, I'm like a little midget. Yeah, so,
I know how you feel.
I
You're
love
chaparro
it.
también.
yeah, and Michael, like, you know, I don't want to say no, he's mine. He's no, you know, he's gonna help us, you know, whenever he can too as well, because he plays with other bands as well, you know, and it's a good thing about it. You know, he's a real talented musician. You know, we don't ever hold contracts on nobody that's coming. You go out there, you go make some money. You know, we ain't doing nothing like that right now. So you go out there and you go get your money. You know, that's what we do.
And showcase your talent. Like showcase that talent. We learned that he learned to play the sax during COVID at home.
Yeah, that was a good
Yeah.
story there.
He's
Yeah,
good. He's really good.
Yeah.
Yep.
he was
That is
self-taught,
so
right?
cool. Yeah, he was self-taught.
Yeah.
I really like that you
And on
guys
the
made
bass-
this video like this because it's very personable. Like we get to know your personalities through this video right
Yeah.
here. Like y'all's personality
Yeah.
is shining bright. I love all the. Y'all need to go check it out on YouTube. Just search Solo Contigo, Greg Ramirez. Go check it out. We can fix this now.
Thank
Sorry.
you so much.
I love that. Yeah.
Thank y'all so much. Appreciate that.
Yeah, when Mary brought up your sax player, I was like, you know what? I do remember him.
Oh
Yeah,
my,
we
he
had
must be
him-
very familiar.
Yeah, we had him on a while back with Local Pastillo. Well, he wasn't able to make that interview, but he was part of the band at that time, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
But awesome, man.
Yeah.
Let me take.
The bass.
Let me.
the-
I'm
the
sorry,
bass-
Go ahead, sir.
I'm sorry. The bass player is Junior Cantu as well, and I know he helps out La Fiebre and you know, sometimes Signal and all, you know, all that. Yeah.
Making their rounds.
He's a darn good bass player.
Good.
So, are you gonna grow your hair back out, Greg?
Now, you know, if I lose like maybe 100 pounds, maybe I will. You know, it just depends. You know.
What's the matter with you, Greg? You know that saying now, man. You ain't got to lose the
Man,
weight. Long hair don't care, man.
Get a mullet.
My problem, my wife would tell you that my problem is that I like to eat late at night too much. You know what I mean? That's my problem.
Don't we all?
Yeah, that's all of us, man.
Yeah.
I can't help it. I like food.
Really
That's
quickly, I want to give some shout outs. I know, George, you were doing it while I had the video up, but I want to give big saludos going out to TDK, NTX Entertainment. Remember here, September 5th and 6th in McKinney, Texas, a big Tejano Latino event. So go follow NTX. They have a great lineup. Hello, Felix. Hello, my mom is out there. Leslie, Jesse, Terry, and Tejano are mods. Big E, Antonio, whoever's out there that I didn't get to say. Comedian Mario Salazar. If you're not following him, he's really hilarious. Go follow comedian Mario Salazar and Dez out there in Rio Hondo. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. And a big shout out to our sponsor, Fuego Lento Seasoning. We do have a discount code if you're in the barbecue making, you like to cook, go check out a Fuego Lento Seasoning. If you use Tejano20 as your code, you get 20% off. That's a code that they did exclusively for Let's Talk Tejano. So you guys go check out a Fuego Lento Seasoning and order, get 20% off of your total. They have amazing seasonings. They have some merch. So big shout out to a Fuego Lento Seasoning, as well as Serious Tejano. Elite mentioned that him and I are both have shows where we get to showcase music and play music, but we also do interviews with Serious Tejano. So big salutes and shout out to Serious Tejano out there in Crystal City. Thank you guys so much for helping us and be a part of Let's Talk Tejano, as well as Greg. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, and I'm having so much fun learning this side of the business, seeing your actual room. If you want to take us on a little bit of a tour, I don't know how big the room is, but if you want to show us around a little bit.
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
So we have, I don't know if you can see all that stuff.
Now, are those actual records, or are they just for show?
No, they're real. They're real one. I don't know if you could hear it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Moving on.
yeah, they're real.
Nice.
This is all from my collection back when I was young. You know, I had all the And then this is what I call the wall of the people that we've done so far. Not all of them, but ones I could fit on here. So, that.
Wow.
Yeah. And then, of course, we have here the drum room. So we have that. We got that little
my son will love that room.
too.
My son's a drummer, man. He will go ape, you know what, in that room, man.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. I'm not no drummer, but I get in there and try to dismantle stuff. And then, of course, in here is the vocal booth. Yeah, so it's pretty nice. It's not real big, but it's big enough to do stuff that you need to do. Of course, we have that all right here. Have that. We actually have an escape route right here too, just in case anything ever happens. This panel here, it opens up, and you can bust through that door. It's a door. We have like a door on there. Pretty cool.
Man, be careful,
Pretty
man.
cool.
You might get an artist one day that's not gonna want to pay. He's gonna bust through that panel, dude.
Yeah. Hey, he's gonna have to go through a whole bunch of dogs though. I got about 4 dogs inside that room, so you better watch out. Hey, they're all little dogs, so little ankle biters.
Those are the
That's
worst
enough to
ones,
stop.
man.
That's
Those are
enough
the
to
worst
stop
ones.
them. And then Anthony has a whole setup right here. I see that.
Yeah. He
Okay.
has the whole stuff there. He's man. Yep.
Very nice.
Yep.
My horns.
And then of course we got wires everywhere right now. But we got horns there. All the speakers there and stuff.
Awesome.
We got a lot of bass speakers down there.
Wall
In our deal there.
interface.
Yep. So it we got a lot of stuff in here. We need to expand.
That looks cool, man.
Y'all, there. You see those little coins? We have $1.16 helping you expand right there.
Oh, there you go. Hey, this helps.
Every little thing helps. So a lot of artists, you say a lot of young artists come to you. I'm assuming not just for Tejano, or is this Tejano?
No.
Okay, a little bit of everything.
Rock, country,
Okay.
Tejano. Yes, especially we get a lot of country people coming.
Okay.
We're actually producing a song for a guy out of Victoria. He's actually from Cuero. He's a country artist. His name is J.D. Nortano, something like that. Yeah. Young guy, but
Really good voice.
but really good voice. He's gonna make some noise here later on. So
Nice.
And when you get to work with Tejano artists, do you? I don't want to say offer advice, but do you give guidance to say
yes,
because you have so
Of
many
course.
years in the business, so do you kind of help them with that structure, with the modernization, like talk us through that mentality of helping, because we're trying to grow the culture. We're trying to get
Yes.
young kids into this culture to keep it alive or keep it growing. Let's say that.
Yes. Yeah, and so anytime a young artist, Tejano artist comes in here, yes, me and Anthony, we try to guide them in the right path. If they need help, producing or whatever like that, we get involved or whatever. If they have any questions, we give them straight up answers. We don't try to hide anything from nobody. We'll let you know, or we'll tell you exactly what we know. We won't tell you something that we don't know, because that's the last thing we want is to try to stray or guide somebody into a false direction. So yes, of course, yeah. Anytime an artist comes in here and they don't, well, how do you do this, or can you help us, with BMI, or can you help us, get the ASCAP and get us registered, and maybe it might not even be that side that they ask for. Sometimes they'll ask for chord structures, or or whether it be, hey, what about this break? Does this break sound good here, or should I add something else? And we come in, we don't ever try to influence or say, oh, that don't sound too good, but if you would do it this way, I'm going to show you how it sounds. You got to give every song a potential. You got to give every song the right to live. You know what I mean? Especially from the artist that's created it, because it's their creation. I can't tap in to their brain mentally, but through musically I can. You know what I mean? And to help them that way. So that's what we do. That's what we do.
That's great.
I hope that answered your question, though.
Yes, it did.
Oh, most definitely, because I feel like it's an influence that you have to do, right? Like you're doing the justice. You're doing it justice. You're doing our genre justice, the culture, and keeping us growing. There's a lot of talent out there, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost like a Tejano workshop in there, man. I mean, y'all take in young minds, young artists. Y'all teach them. Y'all try to mold them in the right direction, and it's like a little workshop in there, dude.
It is. It is. And we try to do that. And especially for our younger artists, it's more of a lesson. You know what I'm saying? Like, not try to get them into a good lesson. Like, this platform here that you're fixing to enter, if you've never entered it before, we tell them what to watch out for. We tell them, some do's and don'ts of the music industry. Of course, you got to know that. So I had to learn that, a lot of that stuff. So nobody never taught that to me. So I know that stuff. Anthony knows that stuff. So we're gonna teach that to people. We're not gonna let them try to find out years down the road, because by that time it'd be like, man, I wish I would have known that a long time ago. Well, you will. If you come here, I will tell you. You know what I mean? I will show you.
Either that or find out the hard way, right? I guess.
Yeah, and it's find out the hard way. I mean, there's only two choices. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep.
Most definitely.
That's good, man.
Can I give a shout out to somebody real quick?
Absolutely. Fire away.
It's going to be to we're under Cielo Promotions as well. Greg Ramirez Y Klazz is under Cielo Promotions. And he's based out of Laredo, but he's also has people working for him in San Antonio and in Corpus Christi as well. Hey, thank you so much for helping us, giving us guidance as well. Yeah, Alex Sines is a real good person to be working with, as collaboration with, as far as like promoting and distributing, and just getting some of the ins and outs and stuff for bookings and stuff as well. So I just wanted to say thank you for that too as well.
Yes, big saludos. I'm trying to see if there's any other questions. They really like the setup, so you piqued some interest right there.
Oh, wonderful, yeah. Come on down. You're the next person. Yeah.
Once again, it's so good to see, that aspect of it. And then, like I said, with the history that y'all have, it's really good. And I can see it kind of just, you light up when you talk about your current song and how y'all are finally taking a little bit of time for yourselves. And I'm sure that's a great feeling, because you're helping those once again in the industry. You're doing the recording and everything. But now that y'all have actually recorded and put out a song, I can imagine the feeling that y'all are going to get and that y'all have been getting. And once again, we're going to continue that for you with mi amiga, Miss Mary Triple M, and myself having that opportunity of being able to play those tracks for you. We look forward to doing so. And make sure you tune in. Once again, Thursday, I will be on from 10 o'clock until noon. And that's going to be on Sirius Tejano. If you don't know about Sirius Tejano, go to your favorite app store. It's in the Live 365 app. You download that. Look for Sirius Tejano, SYRIUS. And you'll be able to tune in. And like I said, that's going to be Thursday. So I will make sure that we have your track playing in that rotation. And then Miss Mary is going to be on the weekend. Now, we are going to be out in Beeville, Texas. And so we're going to be broadcasting live as well. We have an event for the 4th of July that we're going to be doing. So once again, if she doesn't have the opportunity to play it then, she will next go around. And speaking of, what are y'all going to be doing for 4th of July?
You know, we tomorrow we have. Well, I can't let this out of the bag. But I'm gonna text y'all tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm gonna put it out there tomorrow, and I'm gonna tag y'all in it.
Okay.
We have we have something big going on tomorrow for one of our now gonna be artists. You know, so that's kind of, I guess, we're gonna have a signing tomorrow, and I'm gonna put it out there. So we're signing a new artist. It's gonna be awesome.
Look forward to that.
That's a good thing right there. And then on the next day, what is it? The fourth.
Yeah,
The fourth.
Friday. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's when Jimmy's coming to come and record the vocals on Esta Pasión. And then the 12th. Well, let me tell you about the 12th. Can I tell you about the 12th real quick?
Absolutely.
Most definitely. Go for it.
I know that's the next week. That's the next week. The following week. That's me and my wife's anniversary, and I gotta tell you that I love her right here on the
Oh, he remembered beforehand. Good job. Yes. How many years?
Points, yes.
You
Brownie
can take,
points. Yes.
you can take that sticky note off that TV screen behind you.
How many years have y'all been married?
34.
Congratulations, man.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yeah. 34
Congratulations.
short years. Short years. It's just gone by so fast.
Yep.
That's the
Like
right
that.
answer. She's in here. What's her name? Just kidding.
Margaret. It's Margaret.
Hi, Margaret. Happy anniversary early from Let's Talk Tejano.
Thank y'all so much. I just had to throw out that there, make sure y'all knew about that.
Oh, absolutely, man.
Love it.
Thanks
I
for
love
throwing it
it.
out there.
Well-
Just throwing out a number, 830-445-1182. That's Red Room Records if y'all need anything. Go to their website. They got all the contact info there. Again, the number is 832-445-1182.
A little
You can
slower
reach
for
them
those of us that
at
are typing.
Right.
830-445-1182.
Thank you.
Y'all get that?
Yes.
Yep.
Awesome.
I put it in the chat.
Or you can reach him at, now, correct me if I'm wrong, is Ramirez Records, right? Ramirez Recording at
Yeah.
Gmail, correct? So it's
Yes.
Ramirez Recording at gmail.com. But like I said, there's a tab on there, their website, for contact information, your one-stop shop for your recording needs, knowledge, anything y'all need under the sun, under the umbrella, I'm sorry, music recording, they're right there for you.
Mm-hmm.
I
I
can't wait.
appreciate
I can't wait to
Thank
hear
you.
the next song.
Yes.
One of my favorite songs by y'all is No Tengo la Culpa. No Tengo la Culpa.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite songs by y'all.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Go ahead.
That
Let's
one-
go ahead and hear it. Let's hear it.
No, I'm not the singer. Oh no, I'll run everybody.
You sure did sound like it.
No. I'll run.
Like,
I'll
I'm
run.
stop you.
Mary's like, don't stop, keep
right now. I'll
going.
run them out. They'll say, "Hijo, oh hell." No, I wish I could sing. God didn't give me that talent. But He gave me the other one. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
You
No,
can
I'm
dance and play the keyboards. I can't even walk and chew gum, so
I try. I try. But
You
yeah,
would
but
have- Go ahead.
Como Te Puedo Decir was a real good song for us back then as well. Also, the other one, the one I'm going to record off of there is actually, there's going to be 3 of them that I'm going to put on my album from that album as well. It's going to be Anda y Dile, Cuatro Palabras, and Como Te Puedo Decir. And then, oh my God, I forgot the name of the other one. It's a ranchera, huh? Yeah, we're changing them up, of course, like we did Esta Pasión. The song, the Esta Pasión song that you're gonna be hearing here in about 2 weeks, that one right there is, like I said, from one of our old tracks. It's modernized, of course. Horns are real powerful in that song. It's a good dancing song, and it's gonna be like, boom! It's a real hard song if you want, if I can tell you like that. And I'm not talking about like hard parts. I'm talking about like it hits you hard. You know what I mean? It's gonna be one of those. Yeah. It's a ranchero, of course, but it's a good song.
Awesome. Can't wait to hear that, man. Definitely can't wait to hear that. 2 weeks from now, right? So that would be what, July? I guess your anniversary weekend, July 12th.
After that,
After
that?
it.
Okay.
a couple of days after my anniversary.
Priorities,
Yeah, a couple of days
he
after.
said.
That's my anniversary present to me.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go.
Big saludos going out to DJ Querendon. DJ Querendon, you better be jamming out to Greg Ramirez Y Klazz, Solo Contigo. Go check it out. Mari Garcia,
buddy.
Eagle Pass in here. Saludos going out to DJ Zay out there in Austin. I want to thank everybody that's hanging out with us. Be sure to go to YouTube. Type in Greg Ramirez Y Klazz with a K and 2 Z's. Go check it out. Solo Contigo, the video we got to see it here. Go check it out. It's an awesome video. Leslie said it. We need more music videos. We want to see the stories unfold, and we got to know you all on a more personable level at that music video. I really, really like it. And then they have Solo Contigo. They have more music coming up, and we are definitely going to be getting that. And one of us will be debuting it, whether it be Elite or myself. We got best of both worlds right here. One of us will be jamming it out, and then we will definitely keep sharing the love with you guys. But it's up to you all. Like Elite said earlier, you have to share the music, request it, download it, stream it, follow them. Go check out Red Room Records. They do a lot for the music. What we learned here tonight is they're not in it for their names or their pocketbooks. They're doing it for the love of the music. True, humble, not saying any which way is better. I like that you said that. But what they're doing is for the true love of the music. They truly are in it for the artist and to help the artist out. And I loved hearing that. So thank you for sharing that aspect with us. We get to hear the band side and the record side, the label side. And I like that. I like that we got both worlds here tonight. Because I was like, what questions am I going to ask? Like, who is going to be representing who? You guys represent both. And I think that's awesome.
Sure did. All that information got sandwiched into one interview, man. You know, like Mary said, the music side of it, the backroom dealing side of it, and it's all positive. You know, obviously you guys paint a great picture, and obviously from the studio, you guys produce some good quality as well.
Yeah.
We try our best, sir. We try our best.
Great.
Like Mary said, iTunes, Spotify, YouTube Music. Go look for them.
Thank
Amazon.
you very much.
Sorry, Elite. I cut you off. Go.
Oh, no. I was just saying thank you all so much for your time, so much information, and you guys are just humble and just we're blessed to have you in the industry, and we wish you nothing but the best. Is there anything that y'all like to touch up on before
Thank you, sir.
call it a night
Much appreciated.
at all? Is there anything y'all want to sum up?
I didn't hear.
Oh, yeah, I was saying.
No, it's cut off.
Is there anything that you want to like sum up or leave with us tonight?
You have something?
Just
I
wanna
do.
thank my wife and my kids for always standing behind me and supporting me. My family, mom, dad, and without them, I really wouldn't be doing the things I love. They are my, everything, and I kind of hope they see my love for them and my love for this. Pretty much
Hand in hand.
But I'll do whatever I
Hand in
can.
hand.
That's great. That's right. It's all about the family.
And yeah, and so like for me, the same thing as what Anthony said. I don't have to go through all that thing again anyway. But here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. Greg Ramirez Y Klazz, come out and see us whenever we get ready to come out there and go play for y'all. I'm gonna tell you that you're gonna see a show that you're not gonna forget. All right, and I'm building it up like this because it's gonna happen. And what one thing I have to tell you, if you're gonna pay money to come and see us perform, you're gonna leave that night saying, that was worth every penny I paid. We're not gonna leave you shorthanded. We're gonna go out there, do what we need to do, and take care of business and put on a good show for you, so you can have a great time that night dancing and having a good time party.
Eso.
Ya oyeron.
All
So
right.
Greg Ramirez Y Klazz, go in your area, go check it out. Live music is where it's at. We need to support our artists live. So I'm so excited, and I want to thank you all for joining us tonight. Thank you to all the gifters, our moderators, everyone that shared, commented, asked questions. Thank you all for helping Let's Talk Tejano. We do this for the love, as these guys right here, as a true example. We do it for the love of the music. We want to talk about it, be about it, and just keep sharing so that you all can learn what it's on this side of the music industry. And I think you all kind of sum it up best. Like you guys are a one-stop shop, and I love learning about that tonight. So thank you all. I think we're gonna leave you guys with one song, and then we'll let you guys go back to work. And then we just want to share a little bit about our weekend. When is the next song coming out in that album?
2 weeks.
2 weeks, y'all oyeron. So be on the lookout for 2 weeks.
Esta Pasión is called.
Esta Pasión in 2 weeks. Be on the lookout. Go follow them on all your music media platforms. That way you get notified when new music comes out. As well as hit that little like button. Follow them. Request it on any DJs you see here on TikTok, Facebook, any of the music, any of the platforms. Go request their music. Say, go play Ramirez Y Klazz with 2 Z's and go jam out, because that's what it takes. It's all of that is free. Lauda says she's ready for it. Big shout out to Lauda. Thank you so much, Lauda, for always backing and supporting us. But it takes all of us, right? It takes them making the music. It takes them recording the music. It takes us listening to it and requesting it and sharing it and downloading it. We're one team. We're one big familia. If it wasn't for the producers and the music makers, the DJs wouldn't have anything to put out there. So we are one, and then you, the listeners, are the most important, because you all are here to hear it. We do it for you all. So we are one big family, and we can't stress that enough.
We want to thank everyone for watching tonight and for asking questions, or just thumbs up and hearts.
Yeah, thank y'all for tuning in. Appreciate all y'all.
Yes, we will definitely have you all again. I'm gonna let DJ Elite pick the song that we're gonna fade out from, but we want to thank you all, and we definitely want to have you guys back in. We'll get a better setup here and make sure that you don't have to be holding. I bet your arm is tired, so we will get a better setup for you. But we thank you for your patience, and we'll get it all worked out for the next one. Okay.
Thank y'all so much. We appreciate y'all.
Thank you. Good night. I'll be waiting for that text message.
That's right.
Yeah, you'll get it. Don't worry.
Yeah, don't send don't do it in an email, please.
All right, good night. Good night.
Get it.
All right. Have a good night.
All right. Good night, guys.
All right, bud.
Yep.
Take it easy.
Good night. Y'all have a great night.
You too.
as well.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Great guest, man. Great.
Very good guys right there.
They wow, they offer so much, man. So much.
Yeah.
They have a hookup for all new artists.
I'm looking forward to the show in August.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that. It built up some good anticipation, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
sure
need to
did.
go out there.
You're going to get your money's worth.
Yep.
Now
Where
just
is this
finding out
event
where
at?
we're going to see them play.
Norma, thank you for the follow. Thank you, everybody who sent us gifts, shared, commented, liked, all of the above. We appreciate all of that. Once again, this Saturday at 2 o'clock in Beeville, Texas. So if you're in Beeville or surrounding areas, come meet us. We're going to be at Freedom Fest at the B County Expo Pavilion, 2 o'clock on Saturday. They have a great lineup. They have the 181 Boys, Los Desperados, Naturalista, Thayes, and there's one more band, Elite. Do you remember who the other band is?
No, I can play the commercial.
I don't remember, but yeah, there's one more
Not to
band.
mention, they're going to have a car show as well.
They're
Yep,
going to have a
car
car show, and we get to have our booth with Sirius Tejano, so you'll get to meet, where's my, there. You get to meet Let's Talk Tejano Mall. You'll get to meet Let's Talk Tejano. We're going to be representing Serious Tejano. So come find us. We have a booth out there. We're going to have some merch. We're going to have some giveaways. I'm thinking right now we're going to at least have one of these buckets full of goodies, some Let's Talk Tejano and Serious merch, as well as a Fuego Lento seasoning is going to be getting us some samples and merch to fill the bucket. So come out there if you're in Beeville or know anybody in the Beeville County area. Come out, go out to the Freedom Fest, go support live music, okay? I don't know what the cost is. I know the pre-sale tickets are like $10, and that's 5 bands. So, and you get to meet us. I mean, that in itself.
We're gonna have perfect weather for it too. I mean, it looks like the rain's gonna stay away. Hopefully,
Yes.
fingers crossed. But definitely bring some towels or something. 'Cause it's gonna be steamy out there. Also, we're gonna have a beer chugging contest for me. I mean, anybody beats me gets a free music CD. So
Oh, wow.
step right up,
Oh,
step
wow.
right up.
Hey NTX, I need to raise the price. Ay, no digas eso. But also in September, speaking of NTX Entertainment, in September the 5th, they are gonna start their Friday night show off with those Tex Maniacs, and then Saturday they have an awesome lineup. So Chris, meet NTX Entertainment, and NTX Entertainment meet Chris, because y'all are gonna meet at the event.
Yep. There's Chris right there.
Chris is right there. Big shout out to those Tex Maniacs. Thank you for joining us. But NTX Entertainment, make plans to come out to McKinney, Texas, which is about 45 minutes from downtown Dallas. If you need hotel information, hit up NTX Entertainment. They have the hookup. But come on down September 5th and 6th to McKinney, Texas. We hope to meet you guys there. Those are just 2 events that Let's Talk Tejano gets to represent and be a part of with Serious Tejano and a Fuego Lento seasoning. We're so excited. And we also have one in November, right? The Spinach Festival
October.
that we're going to be attending with
October.
Serious Tejano.
Yep. In
Yeah,
October.
that's right. It's October. It's October.
I'm just making up dates now.
Close enough.
She's making up events and dates.
Serious Tejano's here. Correct me. The Spanish Festival. Yeah, see, he was listening. Oh, no. She's fired.
She's gonna come up with we're gonna have the tuna festival in December.
The Tuna Festival. Oh, my
Well,
God.
so in your defense, Mary, November 2nd. So October 30th to November 2nd. So
See?
you are. And we will. We're going to leave you with that information as far as for this weekend for the Freedom Festival. So we will leave you with that. Once again, thank everyone for all of the gifts, the shares, the likes. Thank you so much. And once again, if you are in the area of Beeville or the surrounding areas, we would love to meet you. Love to come face to face with you. And we look forward to that. So thank y'all very much. Y'all have a good night. George, Mary, anything else?
Yeah, actually, I got one. Mary mentioned it earlier, and I want to mention it again. Thanks to our Fuego Lento Seasonings, friend of the show, our official sponsor. He go by and visit our Fuego Lento Seasonings.shop right now. They have the Amigos 4-pack bundle, which is the Vaquero beef rub, chile piquín, carne asada, and fajita seasonings. One thing to include on these seasonings: they are gluten free, no MSG. Okay,
Nice.
big
And
plus,
you
no
get
MSG.
20% off.
That's right.
20% off your purchases. So make sure you use the Tejano 20 promo code before you check out or at checkout. And man, check it out. They got good merch, great hats, great shirts. They got some combo pack. What's that?
Knives.
They got a
as
knife.
well.
And they're going to be doing a grill giveaway, a whole grill. They're going to give it away. So go follow them. Go follow NTX Entertainment and go follow Serious Tejano.
We'll see you at the Tuna Festival.
All right, everybody.
Oh my gosh, Tamale Festival. All right, guys, have a great evening. Be safe. God bless. I'll be live on my show tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, playing the best of the best, Tejano Conjunto and everything else. DJ Elite, you have a show.
Thursday. Look for that. Thursday starting at 10 o'clock, taking you into the lunch hour. I would love for you to tune in.
On Serious Tejano.
You see, Chris
right.
is going.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, Chris, where are the pre-sale tickets at? Give us that
Anyway,
information.
all right, we're going to leave you with have a great rest of your night. Be safe. God bless. Thank you to everybody that tuned in tonight. We appreciate y'all so much.
Thank you. Good night.
Saturday, July 5th. South Texas Blog Entertainment LLC presents Freedom Fest 2025 in Beeville, Texas. A 4th of July celebration honoring all our veterans. B County Expo Pavilion, 214 FN 351. All ages welcome. Fun for the whole family all day long. Get your $10 pre-sale tickets at CBS Grocery in Beeville, Texas. Kids under 10 absolutely free. Doors open at 2 p.m. Followed by a color guard presentation. National anthem by United States Marine Corps military veteran Daniel Flores. Local food and craft vendors. Car show by Leal Brothers. Live entertainment on our Freedom Fest stage. Live music by Los Tejes.
I'm back again.
Isaac de los Santos. The 181 Boys. La Naturaleza. And closing out the night, Los Desperados. Freedom Fest 2025. Saturday, July 5th. At the B County Expo Pavilion, 214 South FM 351, Beeville, Texas. Brought to you by South Texas Blogs Entertainment LLC.
You're listening to host Miss Mary Triple M, interviewing the latest and greatest in Tejano music y más.